talk about one of my all-time favorite movies, and it also has the most kick-ass soundtrack. I've only ever used this mask one other time, and I do enjoy it. I was watching it with my husband last night, and he's like, do you know all the lines in this movie? I'm like, yeah, pretty much. In my opinion, it's one of the greatest movies of all time. What's up, beauties, and welcome to today's video. My name is Manders. If you haven't been here before, welcome. This is my channel where we talk about a lot of fun stuff, usually makeup related. And today we're doing something different that I have never done before. Today we're doing movies and masks. So what this video series will entail will be me using a mask from my collection and talking about a movie that I've recently watched that I want to share with you guys, because I thought that would be kind of a fun idea. So if you're interested in that, make sure you are subscribed to my channel, give this video a big thumbs up, and make sure you ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on my future videos. If you've been here before, welcome back. You know the drill. You know that I ramble and I almost always drop things. So today, the mask is by Biorace. This is my pore purifying mask with spirulina and tea tree clay mask. Tea tree is so good for your skin that my skin, I have some breakouts, you know, it's that fun time of the month where my skin decides it hates me. So we're going to go in with this mask and we're going to talk about one of my all-time favorite movies, which is Empire Records. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever watched that movie before. If you haven't and you have Amazon Prime, I highly suggest you go check it out. They just added it like yesterday. So if you've never seen Empire Records, it is honestly one of my favorite movies ever. I am using a Luxie brush just to apply this mask. This is my favorite brush actually for applying masks. Empire Records is a movie from the 90s. It's one of my all-time favorites. It has a wicked cast too. It has Liv Tyler, Renee Zellweger, and many others. Honestly, it's one of those movies that I memorized. I was watching it with my husband last night and he's like, do you know all the lines in this movie? I'm like, yeah, pretty much. And it also has the most kick-ass soundtrack ever. It is my favorite movie soundtrack in the whole world. I just love watching it so much. So now I'm going to give you a little bit of background on what this movie is about. So this movie is about some teenagers that work in a record store, and the record store owner really doesn't like any of them. He doesn't like the store. He wants to sell toilets. He's a weirdo, in my opinion. But they just have such a fun time working there.
Let's just apply this before I keep talking.
Ooh, this mask feels very cold. It's giving a very strong cooling sensation to my skin right now. I've only ever used this mask one other time and I do enjoy it. I like that it also has microbeads in it so that when I do wash it off, it's an exfoliant as well. So I'm gonna tell you what this says before I ramble on about the movie anymore. It says it clarifies skin, enhances skin tone, and smooths your skin. The description says this clay mask is infused with spirulina, which is rich in nutrients to help maintain clear, hydrated, and radiant skin. I'm supposed to keep it on for 10 to 15 minutes and then rinse thoroughly with lukewarm water. Recommended use is once to twice a week. So I'm using this up today, especially because I have been shopping my stash. As you know, if you've been here before, I am on a low buy this year, so I'm trying to get creative with some of the stuff that I'm using. And one of them is we're doing movies and masks, which is what we're doing right now. And I figured about 10 to 15 minutes is all I really need to do to talk about the movie and just kind of explain sort of why it's one of my favorites.
Let me know if you do enjoy this type of idea, and let me know if you don't.
So getting back to the movie, Empire Records, like I said, it's a movie from the 90s. I love the soundtrack more than anything. When I watch it, I'm just in a better place. I always feel happier, and there is the hilarious character that is Rex Manning. Yeah, if you've seen it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you haven't seen it, I'm not going to spoil everything. This is just my recommendation. If you're looking for a funny comedy movie, maybe Empire Records is the type of movie. And if you enjoy rock music from the 90s, you'll be set just like me. So far, the mask is drying really nicely. It is very cooling, so it's got like kind of like a tingly sensation. Not overpowering though, which is good because I don't like when that happens. My face has just been a gong show lately. Like I said, I'm getting some breakouts. It's that time of the month where my skin can't decide if it wants to like me or hate me. So we're going with lots of masks this week. I do believe I'll get at least one more use out of this mask. I've used it twice now, so that's pretty good. 3 times. It's a big tube though, but I find with clay masks, they either go a really long way or they don't. So this one's kind of 3 uses isn't terrible. I got this in an Ipsy, so affordable. Excellent like that. Getting back to the movie. So if you want a feel-good movie where all the bad things that are happening to them end up being good at the end, I suggest check it out. I'll leave the title below, and just know that if you do have Prime Video, it is there now. And let me know what you stream things from, because that might also help me in deciding what movie to do next. Also, I do take movie recommendations, so if there's a movie that you want me to watch and talk about and maybe see what I thought about it, I also am very open to doing something like that. Like I said, this year's gonna look super different for my channel, and if you haven't already gone, please go check out Home and Beyond. We have that link down below. That is the channel that Patrick and myself are doing, so it's a lot more lifestyle stuff. We're gonna be starting our van build soon. It's drying down well, as you can see, so it does get a little bit crumbly. That's okay. That's all I have to say about the movie. I don't want to give too many details away, except it's freaking awesome. Like, honestly, I was like, my favorite movie's on there, even though I own it. Still watched it. As you can see, like the beads, like, so they have like, that's like a little exfoliator. I can't wait to wipe it off. It's gonna feel awesome. Let me know in the comments below, do you want to see makeup related movies, makeup and movies, as well as masks and movies? It's something I'm trying. Would you like to see more of those types of videos, or are you more interested in the Shop My Stash ones, the Project Pan, the favorites, and maybe eye tutorials using what I have? Just let me know in the comments. It's starting to dry nicely. I'm waiting for the whole thing to dry because I can still feel it's still kind of tingly in this area where it's still wet. But holy crap, does that ever feel nice? It's tightening, but not too tightening, if you know what I mean. Some masks, they're like, they feel like they're sucking your whole face in. This one is an example of that. The Mask Bar, the black gold peel off mask. This one, like, I feel like is like intense. This one's good, but not too much. I like it a lot. My skin feels really freaking cold right now, which is awesome. It's so close to drying. I'm just waiting on this part to dry down a little bit more. All right, I am going to go rinse this off and I will be right back. And I am back. So this is what I look like after using the mask. It wasn't hard to remove. It had a nice scrubby feeling. It was pretty easy to come off, and I'm really hopeful that the rest of my day my skin will look this good. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. And I can't wait to hang out with you guys in my next video. Let me know if you've ever seen the movie Empire Records, and let me know if you've ever tried this mask before. I love you guys, and I will see you soon.